Hello, everyone. Good morning. Greetings of the day. Hope you are doing great. So, without wasting any time, let's move on to our topic for the day. That's skeletal system. So, I, Rajendra Sani, I welcome you all to my virtual classroom. And this lesson is meant specially for grade 5 and 6, which is sometime extended to grade 7 also. Human skeletal system and the four main parts. We're going to learn and get aware of the structure of four main parts of the skeleton. We'll enhance our drawing skills and scientific temper through diagrams. So, human skeletal system, which we discussed in the last class, that the functions of the skeletal system is to protect, to give support, shape, and helps in the movement of our body. There are many joints which we are going to discuss after this. So let's start with our main topic, the four main parts of the skeleton. The first part is the skull, and the skull is made up of 22 bones. 14 bones are making our facial bones. 8 bones make our head. Only lower jaw is movable, which help us to eat and speak. These jaws have teeth in them, and the skull also have holes for eyes and nose. So we can say that skull is the one which is also protecting the sense organs of our face. So I'm sharing the Padlet ring in your chat box. Kindly attempt and write on the wall. Taking you to the Padlet to see what's the response. Nice. Oh, bony part of head. Yes, made up of 22 bones. Some of these form cranium and some form facial bones. Okay. All the bones of the skull except the lower jaw are fixed. Good. And the function of the skull, it protects the brain, sense organs, gives shape to our face and head, and it also contains the jawbone, especially the one which help us to chew and bite, the lower jaw. Okay, back to our topic. Let's move on to the next part, the backbone. The backbone is also called vertebral column, and it consists of 33 small bones. We wonder how long this bone is. Just touch and feel. Are there some button sort of thing? These are 33 small bones called vertebra. It protects the spinal cord, the nerves which are connecting to the brain. So ultimately, the backbone is connected to the skull, and that's how they keep themselves attached and they function together. So let's hear what's there on my wall of the Padlet. So, yes, the backbone in the human body is called spine. It is long, hollow, rod-like structure running from neck to the hips, made up of 33 bones placed over each other, and these are called vertebra, and together they make vertebral column. Okay, and then we have the functions of the backbone: provide support, protection, and helps in the movement. Wonderful class. So I would love to see more answers, more creativity on my wall. Moving on to the next part, rib cage. So there's a recorded video which I recorded using augmented reality. So I'm sharing the link in the chat box. Kindly view it later and let's watch some of the glimpses of 360 view of rib cage. So here's the structure of rib cage. You can see that it's rotating on a book, and that's a virtual thing which is rotating on the real images. That's augmented reality. So if I allow it to move further, you will be able to see the structure: 12 pairs, 24 bones. The last two bones only connected in the back, not in the front. So there are only 10 pairs which are connected in the front, and 12 bones are there. So that means the last two bones are some special bones, and that's why they are called floating ribs. Why? Because they're just floating. They are not attached in the front, not to the sternum. The center part is the sternum, but only the backbone. That's why they're called floating ribs. They protect the heart and lungs, and they are thin and curved bones which protect the heart and the lungs. Talking about the fourth part, limbs, we have two limbs, forelimbs, and hind limbs. The upper arm has one bone called humerus, and the lower has two bones, ulna and radius. These two bones are ulna and radius, and the upper one is humerus. Similarly, the upper leg, the longest bone, the thigh bone, is femur, and the lower leg has two bones called tibia and fibula. So let's recapitulate what we have done. So I'm going to share you the Kahoot link. Kindly open your app, add on the pin, or use this link to participate. Let me watch how many of you started participating. Okay, great. So I see Montu has participated and the final score is 3000. Wonderful. Jen participated 67. Kindly practice for the questions and let me check the questions. You'll all be getting these questions. Wonderful. So 50%, 55% played well, but really I feel surprised. The topic is quite easy. Let's recapitulate and gain more insights to it. So together we can answer. Just raise your hand and give me an answer. What is shown in the above given picture? Of course. What's that? A cage. Second question. Dash protect the brain as well as the sense organ of the face. Yes, that's skull. How many bones are there in the backbone? Just now we learned. That's 33. Ribcage have dash pair of bones. This is something critical where you can say chaos or confused that there are 12 pairs of bones and in total there are 24. Only two pair, that means only the last two pairs are floating ribs. So remember that rib cage have 12 pairs of bones. That's where you got wrong, I guess. The first two bones of rib cage, no, not the first two bones. That's the last two bones of rib cage are called floating ribs. So I'm going to share the assignment after the class, and I hope you enjoyed learning and you'll be practicing and giving me summary on the Padlet. The link I've shared in the chat box. And yes, wonderful. Give me some more questions. Put up your queries in our upcoming class. Wonderful meeting you. Goodbye.